I was lucky. As a kid, I went to Brooklyn and saw Gil Hodges playing. Gil was this big, imposing first baseman. You watch this man operate on the field. You got to sense his presence a little bit. What made him was his character and what he meant to that Dodgers team.
And Gil Hodges is now becoming quite a sentimental favorite.
I think because of his innate dignity, he appealed to people. It was always do it the right way. Hodges brought that character to everything he did as a baseball player and later on as a baseball manager.
I felt coming over to New York and being associated, connected with the New York Mets that you couldn't be with a finer organization.
I first met Gil in the spring of 1968, and you got the impression right away it was Gil's way or the highway. But what you came to learn was all Gil Hodges ever wanted you to do was act like a grown-up, do the fundamentals right, be the best player you can be, and let's go win some ball games.
The Mets win the ball game. It's absolute bedlam here at Shea Stadium.
Gil really had such a great feel for the game. His decisions always resolved themselves in a way that was simple to understand. He put 4 outfielders out against the Giants one time.
Hodges now makes a daring decision.
Willie McCovey hit a ball to left center field that would have been off the wall, except Cleon Jones had moved over from left field, and Cleon went up against the fence and caught it. Time after time after time, he made moves that were so on the mark, you were just dazzled by it.
I look back on the season and see so many games that we could have won if we'd got the big hit at the right time.
One thing Gil said to us, you guys win a few more of those one-run ball games that you lost in '68, and you'll be surprised how good you can be.
I've had an opportunity to see all the young players here. We have the nucleus of a real fine ball club. I'm very optimistic for 1969.
There wasn't any flash out of the gate in '69. We came out just kind of fluttering along. 500 wasn't a bad place to be if you were a New York Met, as long as I was. But we had vaulted into relevance.
The Mets are champions of the National League's Eastern Division.
After we lost Game 1 of the 1969 World Series to the Orioles in Baltimore, Gil was a man of few words, and he just said, fellas, I just want you to remember, you don't have to be anything but the team that got you here. He didn't want us trying to become bigger than life. Just be the team that got you here.
Waiting is Jones. The Mets are the world champions.
The reason for the New York Mets' success in 1969, I believe this is the best team effort of any ball club I've ever seen. Everyone contributed a great deal to the success of the Mets.
Gil Hodges now joins baseball's Hall of Fame legends in Cooperstown.
I think every one of us who's still living from that 1969 team is joyful in a way that we can't put into words. The remarkable thing about Gil Hodges was what he was as a player and a man, and a manager and a man, and what he meant to every clubhouse he was ever in. I'm thrilled for his family, and for Gil to make it at last is a wonderful thing. And now there's a place in the Hall of Fame where he belonged all along.